Friends are depending on you to get home safe. Speeding may save you minutes, but careful driving saves lives. Since the beginning of this year, 288 people have been killed in 247 crashes, so drive safe.
Brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Ready to make every step count? The CB Group UE5K is back for its 13th year, and together we're changing lives. And this year we're aiming for 100 more scholarships, 100 more dreams fulfilled. Join us on Sunday, November 24 at 6:30 a.m. at UE Mona. Let's run for dreams, run for hope, and run for a brighter future at the CB Group UE5K and Run with Passion Kids K. Register now at runningeventsja.com and let's make a difference one step at a time.
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore a range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield, Mandeville. Call 876-963-0628-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
Escape to the tranquility of Spur Tree HomeAway Villas, a placid getaway featuring 3 unique accommodations. The spacious main house offers 6 aesthetically pleasing designed bedrooms, 3.5 baths, smart lock access, and modern amenities like smart TVs. Enjoy the cozy 2-bedroom suite with private baths, or retreat to the intimate 1-bedroom suite. Relax by the pool or explore Spur Tree HomeAway Villas. Book with us today. Contact 347-307-3732 or 646-824-5232.
This is your chance to upgrade your kitchen with the Mega Kitchen Promotion. Tune in to Outside with Pepita from 2 to 5 p.m. for the Mega Kitchen Promotion at Megamart, 29 Upper Waterloo Road on Saturday, November 2, 2024. Spend $6,000 or more before GCT at any Megamart location for a chance to win a brand new stove, fridge, and microwave this Christmas. Come on down to Megamart Waterloo for all the excitement, hype, and games. Walk away with prizes and interact with your favorite brands and products. Don't miss out. Come to Megamart Waterloo for the fun and leave smiling with prizes. Join us outside with Pepita on Saturday, November 2 from 2 to 5 p.m. It's the Mega Kitchen Promotion at Megamart, 29 Upper Waterloo Road, Kingston, or tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by Megamart. Due to the live stream of the Mega Kitchen Promotion outside broadcast on Saturday, November 2, 2024, Design Studio will be aired only from 1 to 2 p.m. Nationwide 90 FM apologizes for any inconvenience caused.
Something big is brewing, and the excitement is marinating. A thrilling event will unfold that will have everyone cheering this Christmas. Talents will gather with their knives and prepare themselves for battle. When the dust settles, only one will be left standing to tell the tale. What's at stake? Who will rise and who will falter? You have no idea what's coming next. All your questions will be answered only if you keep your ears tuned to Nationwide 90 FM. This is going to be epic.
It's a showdown of the shows. 6 shows, 1 winner. Who will it be? Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. from Monday, November 4 to Monday, November 11 for the NNN Quiz Competition. Get ready for the ultimate test of knowledge in our thrilling NNN Quiz Competition. Friendships have been transformed into rivalries as our shows compete in the ultimate showdown. With each correct answer, the excitement builds, and with each incorrect one, opportunities are lost. The stakes are high, and the listeners will be on the edge of their seats. The NNN Quiz is back. Tune in between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. during CliffViews Online from Monday, November 4 to Monday, November 11 for the NNN Quiz Competition. Who will emerge victorious on this edition of the NNN Quiz Competition? Find out only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. The NNN quiz is brought to you by the Student Center, the Jamaican Association for Debating and Empowerment Jade Limited, Wellington Dental, Mark's Superstore, New Pack, Hydrate Water, Mats Unlimited, and JTA Credit Union.
November is being celebrated as Local Government and Community Month under the theme Local Government at Work, Facing the Future Together. Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Sunday, November 3 for the live streaming of the National Church Service, or visit the Webster Memorial United Church, 53 Halfway Tree Road. Don't miss this spiritual broadcast. Come and join the praises with us as we take you on a spiritual journey. So tune in to Nationwide 90 FM from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Sunday, November 3, 2024. It's the National Church Service. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. Due to the live stream of the National Church Service on Sunday, November 3, Urban Paradise will not be aired. Nationwide 90 FM apologizes for any inconvenience this may cause.
News time!
Get ready for the exciting youth entertainment segment on the
Talk Up You radio show. Yes, that's Bust the Youth.
Listen every Saturday at 12:30 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM.
Are you between the ages of 12 to 25 and have creative talents? A singer,
DJ,
musician,
dancer,
comedian,
maybe the poet?
Then we're looking for you. Yes, that's Bust the Youth, Saturdays at 12:30 p.m.
To book your spot, send us an email at talktotur@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram at TalkUpYouth. You could be
the next big thing.
Talk Up You, Miss Effie.
Talk Up Youth.
Are you ready to turn your sales and marketing skills into high earnings? Nationwide 90 FM is searching for business development executives to build lasting client relationships. If you have experience across all stages of the sales cycle and possess strong communication, negotiation, and time management skills with a proven sales track record, this opportunity is perfect for you. Join our team and work with the top corporate brands, media agencies, and of course, our on-air personalities. Enjoy networking opportunities, professional growth, and competitive commissions. Ready to take the next step? Send your resume to hr@nationwidenewsnetwork.com today.
Jamaica, our young people are world leaders, innovators, and game changers. They are creative, intelligent, bold, and they are champions. My youths, you have the power to transform Jamaica. Our country needs your ideas, your opinions, your solutions, and your support. Full time now, we kick out crime and violence, rape culture, unemployment, and all of the other problems in Jamaica land we love. I'm Empress Scolding, encouraging all young people to come make we talk up. Pan Talk Up Radio. Go on with it, youths. Talk Up Youth. Myself a Talk Up Youth.
Education is the key for betterment in this modern time, Education is the key for betterment. Never waste your time, don't you waste your time. Bless and love. This is Warrior King. It's all about Talk Up Youth, you know. Cause the youth them are the future. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Keep in tune, don't move the dial. Rastafari. Reggae music rocking the nation. Good vibration.
You will make a way. You have always made a way, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Some days high and some days low, but I will not give up, no I won't let go. I know God will make a way for me, yeah. Oh, I keep troubles on the left, troubles
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Jamaica.
And welcome to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on the best revolution station in Jamaica, Nationwide 90 FM. Whether you are listening to us on the 90.3, the 90.5, the 90.7, and 90.9 FM band, Digiplay or Flow, or YouTube family, of course, you have to pick them up. We are so very glad to have you here listening to us this morning. And this morning, you are listening to none other than the voice of your boy Malik. And I am joined by Dr. Suave himself.
The producer boss, Damien Scarlett. Good morning, Jamaica. Hope you're doing well today. And, Malik, it's been a while since you've been here, right?
It has. I've done OBs in the past, but I haven't been in studio, and I haven't been in studio with you for quite some time.
That's right.
You're always on the other side
on the other side, but just sitting down here. And normally on a Saturday, when I sit in this seat, I normally ask the listeners and the viewers to tell me where the Saturday soup will be at. Right? The chicken soup, the conch soup,
the red peas, and the pigtail. Yes,
everything you want. Just tell us where the soup is being made,
and we'll be there. Find it.
We'll be
good
there.
Stuff.
Right.
Now it is a new month.
It is.
Like we are in the 11th month of the year. How reach you already?
You're almost done.
I can't believe this. So every day, each new month is another significant day where we celebrate something fun or a national cause that brings meaningful awareness to the world.
Yes.
And as we end the month of October and begin November, there are a few things we would like to address in our show today. Now, first and foremost, the show name, Talk Up Youth.
That's right.
As part of the Talk Up brand. So November is very, very important to us. Why is that, Dr. Suave?
Because it is the launch of Youth Month in Jamaica, and it's all about young people making use of the spaces that they're in, celebrating Youth Month, a whole month of activities. And the theme this year is
Youth Impact, Innovative Minds, Purposeful Action, Collective Triumphs. Impact. Yes. And it's so very important that young people listening to us understand this month is for us.
Yes.
It's built into by the government for us every year, and we should celebrate and recognize the impact young people are having and youth workers are having in the space. But apart from Youth Month, that November is recognized as, it is also Parents Month.
That's right.
And so an important area as well that both groups, youth and parents, need to address is cyber awareness and cyber crimes. And so we just ended on the heels of the end of, because October was celebrated as Cyber Awareness Month. And so cyber awareness refers to the level of awareness and understanding end users have about cybersecurity best practices and the cyber threats that their networks or organizations face every day. And in Jamaica, we've seen even just this week a very big cyber threat with regards to one of our banks. But
right.
Coming up in the show today, inside our What Say You segment, we will speak about cyber awareness. As we said, October was Cyber Awareness Month, a month-long initiative encouraging individuals and communities to learn about cybersecurity risks, adopt safe online practices, and enhance their overall digital security. And we will have to speak with us today some parents as well as an attorney at law from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, who is the head of the Cyber Crimes and Digital Forensic Unit, Miss Judy-Ann Edwards. And then in our Inside Youth for Chat segment, we have some discussion today, because we said it's also Parents Month, on parenting in the 21st century. Since it's Parents Month, and the theme is Surf Beyond the Surface. This is very deep. This feels like literature class. Surf Beyond the Surface. And so here to share their parenting story are Mr. and Mrs. Kevin Thompson. And I'm very excited to hear that discussion today.
Right.
And I'm hoping any parent or soon-to-be parent or grandparent or anybody who has responsibility for the children will turn in for that. And then, of course, we'll break for the midday news at 12. And then later in the broadcast, it's all about
the National Youth Council of Jamaica's Emerging Youth Leaders Awards. That's the EYLA, a new initiative that has been started by the NCYJ, and we'll be having with us Miss Miran McPherson. She will share her story and what the awards were all about.
She's one of the awardees, and of course we will wind up with our social media highlights. So we're here until 1 p.m. Listen to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show here or online at nationwideradiojm.com. That's nationwideradiojm.com. nationwide90fm.com or get the Nationwide app in your relevant app store. You can also search for us on YouTube at Nationwide90fm. Good morning again to our YouTube family. Keep it locked into the station you can trust. Now let's switch over to the break. This is the Talk Up Youth radio show, a youth-led production. Talk Up Youth, Mr. Effie.
Talk Up Youth.
We'll soon come back.
If you can partake for Moses, you can open doors for me. I know, oh yeah, you will make a way for me. Father, you have never once failed me, kept my family. Jesus, fight for me. You are Jehovah Nissi. You will never Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Tear down the walls of Jericho. Oh, I know you will take good care of me. God of the valley, the mountains and the sea.
Korean solid surface, so versatile and beautiful. It's non-porous, no sealing necessary, renewable and repairable, so easy to clean and maintain, and can be thermoformed into any shape. Choose Korean, the #1 solid surface in the world, when you want beauty and the best for your countertop. Visit Home International Limited, located at 104 Constant Spring Road. Telephone 755-1970 or 924-0437.
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore a range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield, Mandeville. Call 876-963-0628-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
Yeah, man, you don't know, this is Naomi Cowan representing for Talk Up Youth. This on every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. Talk Up Youth. Me say, Talk Up Youth, yeah. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, coming to you live here on Nationwide 90 FM. And today we are the voices of Youth Month and Parents Month and navigating the digital age. It is a nice, bright and sunny day here in Kingston City. I see some clouds though out there, Damien. Like
it's positive.
It's positive that rain may fall and afternoon showers may come. But if you're just joining us, you are listening to none other than the voices of the boys, Malik and Dr. Swaf himself. So, Damien, we are now going to be discussing what?
Parenting in the 21st century, and we have a special guest with us today in the studio. One of them is no stranger to Nationwide. He is well known because he's on the Friday night program with me, the A-Team radio show, and also, of course, Sir Dennis Brooks. But we have today Mr. and Mrs. Kevin Thompson, but we have with us Kevin and Karina. They're the same persons. Right, Kevin and Karina Thompson. So I'm going to tell us a little bit more about the lovely Mrs. Thompson, because we always hear about Mr. Thompson.
Okay, yes, ladies before gentlemen.
Alright, so Karina is a creative and multifaceted designer, wife, and mother of 4 children with a passion for art and design. She holds a Bachelor of Fine Art in Graphic Design from the Art Institute of Atlanta and has over 15 years of experience in visual brand development, including within the banking and the finance industry. She's a creative as well, Malik, and behind all of that, in terms of what she does, Karina is an expert in marketing, advertising, brand development, and presentation design. As a whole profile here. More importantly, she is a mother
of 4 children.
Of 4 children, right? And then, of course, you have Sir Thompson, who is a teacher in the education sector, well known as well, and he's an author. As well.
Yes.
So we have smart people, brilliant people amongst us, And we're going to be talking about today, though, parenting in the 21st century, because as we mentioned in the intro, that November is also recognized and celebrated as Parent Month.
So officially launched yesterday, November 1st, by the Ministry of Education, Youth, Skills and Information in partnership with the National Parenting Support Commission, MPSC, under the theme Surf Beyond the Surface. This theme focuses on empowering parents and guardians to embrace, responsibly utilize new technologies, particularly AI, artificial intelligence, in their parenting practices. And the theme is bolstered by the 3 pillars of National Parent Month 2024. These are click, get with it, connect, go with it, and collaborate, grow with it. So it's all about, I think, them playing on the words, using of the devices, using of the technology as parts of parenting skills and practices. But, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. I mean, I was saying to them, Damien, in the break that, apart from just young people, we have a lot of parents who listen to this program as well to try and keep that connection with their children or their teenagers or their preteens, and also to guide them as well. But before we go into the general questions about Parents Month, tell us a little bit about, what's your favorite family activity or tradition? I'll start with Karina.
All right, so with the boys, we have 4 children, like you said, and the age gap is big between the eldest and the other 3.
Okay.
So one of the activities that we do enjoy doing together is movie nights. And our second one will always set it up and ensure that it's done. They don't really care sometimes about the movie that we're watching so much, but that that whole idea of us to be together in a space and watching a show together that we'll all usually end up enjoying is something that we do like to do.
And it sounds like it's a collab, as you said. One sets it up, organizes.
Yeah, we come together and we set it up.
So who chooses the movie though?
Sometimes I do.
With the creative.
I need to make sure it's a movie we all can enjoy, because everybody have different tastes, and so definitely I end up choosing it at the end.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So Kevin, you work with children and you have your own children. So you're kind of the parenting in 2 different ways. You're parenting at school and you're parenting at home.
Oh, yes.
But if you can share with us a funny parenting moment.
Well, funny parenting moment. There's so many, but just recently, I was actually telling my son that it's not good to say a word, which is a bad word. And, I was going on this half-hour rant about, what will happen if he says that word, his teacher will punish him, and all the bad things that will happen. And he said that, well, Daddy, you say it. I heard it from you.
So you see, young people look up to their parents, and they follow. We hear the adage all the time: children live what they learn. But he did that simple way. He heard you say, so guess what? I'm in the as well. Interesting. I can imagine you said 4. It must be a juggle, a challenge, and a reward all at the same time. But for many parents who are listening, what's one of the biggest misconceptions about parenting that you want to break down for them?
All right. To be honest, I thought that the older I get, or the longer I waited to become a parent, the more prepared I'd be. And I must tell, especially young people out there who are career driven, who are very focused, and you want to accomplish certain things before you become a parent.
Yeah.
You're still going to need a lot of assistance. You're going to need mentors, because you're never truly ever ready. And you don't want to go into it thinking that this will be a breeze. I've accomplished all of this. Now I'm ready. Because it's not going to be fair to your kids. You really want to make sure that you have a community helping along with the growing of your children.
And to support. What about you, Karina?
Yeah, I'll piggyback on that in terms of the readiness. We weren't ready. I'd say that going in, we knew we wanted a family. We also knew we wanted a big family. But with each announcement, it was like always, what are we going to do? But one of the things that having a big family, I've learned and come to really accept is that you adjust, and I truly believe God does not give you more than you can actually bear. He gives you what He knows you can manage. And I've seen us grow from, the children being really young, and then just seamlessly adjusting to them, and them in the same way adjusting to us, and it works. I mean, we make it work, and it is a blessing, and it is a joy.
Oh, yes.
Indeed.
I'm glad you mentioned. Go ahead, David.
No, I was going to say that Karina mentioned that it was a joy to have a big family.
Yeah.
I was going to trouble them and say, are they at the threshold? Because big is just relative. But they have 4. But outside of... But
that's a curious question, because now you're hearing, because I'm sure we've been seeing the articles in the media about Jamaica's birth rate declining, and people are saying, they're encouraging people to go and have children, and you're seeing the social media war, especially amongst young professionals or young people about, well, I can't afford it, or are you giving me the money to afford it?
Yeah.
What's your take on this issue?
Kevin, you want to take that one?
It all depends on your goals. For example, we're pretty simple people. We live a pretty simple life. I mean, my kids, their most enjoyable event is going to the beach. And it's not even necessarily going to paid beaches. We just find a beach somewhere, and we just pack up and go. So it really depends on your goals, but I do think it all depends again on what you want to achieve. We have always wanted to have a large family because we're very family oriented. We have friends with large families. Karina is from a family of 3 girls.
Three girls.
Wow.
Right. So.
And other family members with 4. So we're used. Kevin grew up with 4 of his siblings. So it's something
community
that we are used to. And but being one of the kids as opposed to being a parent is a whole
different ball
game. And so
you mentioned community. What's the best parenting advice you received? Because you both speak about not just your large families, but your community that you need to support you as you parent.
Absolutely.
Well, I know for my mother, it has been, don't watch other people. You will coming into being a parent, you realize that you'll get a lot of advice, and then suggestions as well. But you have to eventually decide what is right for your family, for your household, and follow that, regardless of what others may think.
Right.
And that has been a key part of our role as parents for our children. We are a big family, so we have we're not going to look like a family of 3. We're a family of 6. And so our decisions are going to be geared towards that. And everything is going to be customized for us. So definitely, keep the blinders on and focus on your own. Focus on your family. On what they are.
Yeah. Kevin?
Yes. Just going along with that, actually, it's something that we struggled with early on, being parents and a married couple.
Mm-hmm.
We took a lot of things coming in from the outside,
Right.
and we tried to force it into our reality, and it made life difficult. So again, just saying, be aware of where you are, be aware of your budget always.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's start with that.
Yeah.
And don't be forced into taking on things that you can't afford or you really can't afford to do. So it's really about understanding who you are, what your family is like,
Right.
and just going along with that.
I'm glad you mentioned that. So, because you said you got outside advice, but you had to also tailor to what your family required.
Right.
What's one thing then you wish you knew before becoming a parent? Because that has to be good, because you gave advice, people are giving you advice, and especially if you have the grandmothers and the aunties and they're giving, do this, and you have to be like, well, this is how my family will operate.
Okay.
So going through it now,
Yes.
what's one thing you wish you knew before becoming a parent?
How you are as a child and how you were raised as a child is not going to be the same as how it's going to be when you're actually raising your own.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a generation gap. We have our 18-year-old, and then we have our 8, 6, and 4-year-old, and they are nothing like how we were as children. They're in a whole different space. And we're talking about cyber awareness.
Right.
That's a whole landscape there that we did not have as children. So the expectations that your children will respond in the same way as you did as a child is going to be different. And so we have to respect that and appreciate that for what it is. Kevin?
Oh, yes. For me, honestly, I just thought that having a lot of boys, I'd be easily relate to them, and it would be like a whole man and boys thing, and it will be great. Oh, it's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Just understand that boys come with a lot of energy. We have 3 boys, and sometimes I have to just say, Karina, please take over. I mean, I know I asked for this, but it's a different reality.
And I'm assuming it's also 3 different personalities.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
So you have to also tailor how you deal with each.
Oh, yes, Malik,
Oh, no.
Interesting. But we have to take a break. When we come back, because I like how you mentioned, Karina, as well, that, when you were a child versus now, technology is a big thing that is going to be very different. So I'm very curious, and I think our listeners are very curious to hear as well about parenting in the 21st century with technology. So stick and stay. Don't go away. You're listening to the Talk Up Youth radio show, the voice of Jamaica youth. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie. Talk Up Youth. We'll soon come back.
Life is precious. Whether you're driving through the hills in the country, the town, or on the highway, remember, slow down and take it easy. Your family and friends are depending on you to get home safe. Speeding may save you minutes, but careful driving saves lives. Since the beginning of this year, 288 people have been killed in 247 crashes, so drive safe.
Brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Ready to make every step count? The CB Group UE5K is back for its 13th year, and together we're changing lives. And this year we're aiming for 100 more scholarships, 100 more dreams fulfilled. Join us on Sunday, November 24 at 6:30 a.m. at UE-Mona. Let's run for dreams, run for hope, and run for a brighter future at the CB Group UE5K and Run with Passion Kids K. Register now at runningeventsja.com, and let's make a difference one step at a time.
Are you ready to turn your sales and marketing skills into high earnings? Nationwide 90 FM is searching for business development executives to build lasting client relationships. If you have experience across all stages of the sales cycle and possess strong communication, negotiation, and time management skills with a proven sales track record, this opportunity is perfect for you. Join our team and work with the top corporate brands, media agencies, and of course, our on-air personalities. Enjoy networking opportunities, professional growth, and competitive commissions. Ready to take the next step? Send your resume to hr@nationwidenewsnetwork.com today.
Talk up youth and talk the truth. The young the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths. Here and nationwide, 90 FM. Every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush!
Friends and family, that's how we ought to be. Lot to be grateful, lot to be grateful for. Lot to be grateful, a lot to be grateful, a lot to be grateful for, yeah. Oh, lot to be, a lot to be, lots to be, lots to be grateful for. Give thanks and praises, give thanks and praises, a lot to be thankful for. There's a lot to be grateful for.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on Nationwide 90 FM, the best revolution station in Jamaica, and like I say every week across the world. There's a lot to be grateful for. If you're alive today, if you're listening to us, if you're seeing us on YouTube, you have a lot to be grateful for. We're grateful for the engineer because the engineer keeps
keeps the
vibe every Saturday.
Keeps us bobbing.
You know, so big up yourself, David. Right, and we're grateful for Kevin and Karina who are with us today, Malik, and they are sharing their story with us about parenting. And we got some beautiful gems about, just how they raise their children, where we're hearing about how they navigate the space, the different personalities.
Yep.
Right, but since we're going to be talking about cybercrime and cyber awareness today, a part of parenting also includes how they help the children to navigate the online space. So
and overall parent in the 21st century.
Parenting in the 21st century. So let's go to that just now.
So, we're speaking about as well even cyber awareness, and we're seeing even in our own societies how cyber and technology has a very big influence or impact, as you said, both for us and for children. How do you navigate the impact of technology in your children's lives?
Yeah, go ahead, Kev.
All right. So for us, we find that we really have to monitor what our children watch and for how long. Right. So it's twofold: the time and the content. So for example, we have a middle child who loves to watch action-packed animations, right? Which we don't mind, because we growing up used to watch Thundercat, Silverhawk, etc. But what we try to do...
Aging yourself, Thundercat. As I know. You're aging me right now.
But what we try...
You're aging yourself, I don't even know this Thundercat, so that means there's something wrong with me.
Alright, so what we try and do is just, let him know which ones we approve of. And of course, if we find that they go and watch something that we absolutely think is just too mature, then we throw in the parent controls. We have parent controls on their tablets and on the laptops. So we can basically screen what it is that they are able to watch. But then when it comes on to the time as well, we give them normally on a weekend about 2-hour slots. So 2 hours in the morning, and in the evening they can get 2 hours again. Okay. But during the week, school week, there's no tablet or no device. Yeah, right. They're not able to.
Is that for all 4 children? Because I know you mentioned that 18.
Yeah, no,
well,
the 18-year-old, and this is something we were talking about before you got here. We had to have that hurdle earlier on with the 18-year-old. So what it did was it gave us a prelude to what we're experiencing now with the 3. And so we kind of happened upon it. It's interesting because, like I said, in our growing up,
Right.
we didn't have to deal with that. So when we realized that, okay, we really have to be in tune with what she's watching, looking through histories, ensuring that parental controls are on and that we know exactly what she's consuming, we had to do a chop. We had to do a cut and withdraw that from her. Now she's at the stage where she's helping us
To
with
monitor.
the younger ones. So she
Ah.
will ring the alarm if there's something on that. Because,
Nice.
sometimes these things come up as parents, we let them watch YouTube and then there are things that
Pop-ups,
come up
right.
that you don't even know. So
Right.
that's also a hurdle. We're also navigating that too and how to really, really control that aspect of it. But we have our daughter, she's very keen on ensuring that they're not watching things that they're not supposed to watch, and she'll load them up. They don't like that, but it helps us a lot. Yeah.
Sissy Damien, having a large family has its advantages. The older one can help you with the younger ones, type of a thing.
I'm gonna think about having a large family.
Now this is giving you some encouragement.
That's right.
But I'm also keen to hear, or you can share with our listeners and viewers as well, apart from just parental controls, is there anything else with regard to the technology that you do to try and help yourselves navigate and pivot this new time? Because, I think about, for example, I don't know if you know that Google video where the mother is in the delivery room and the child just comes out of the room and just is technology ready and it's on the tablet.
Yeah.
I think that's how these children
It
are
is,
born
it
today.
is.
Literally, they're out and they just know to
savvy.
swipe
Yeah,
and
man.
take, and I'm like,
True.
is this a human being or it's an alien? Because especially the COVID babies, a lot of my friends they come out, they just
Swipe.
and I'm like,
We have
who
a COVID
taught
baby.
you this,
Right.
little alien? Who taught you to do this? But I'm saying this to say because of how smart they are with the
They are.
devices. Many of them even know, for example, as you're saying, if you're watching the YouTube or the other things online, they know how to use your credit card and just pay for things.
Okay, so
and subscriptions. So how you deal with that?
Okay, so something. All right, so to be honest, it has happened where we did not have a specific parent control in place, and my first son racked up a card. So I think the bruise from that taught me a very valuable lesson in protecting, the use of the device. So as it is right now, they're blocked from being able to download any apps without my permission, making any online purchases within the apps, especially those free apps that they can download. So even free apps they can't download. And in terms of just being able to use any or put things on the device or use anything with the device, there are restrictions. There's a password. I remember our eldest kind of started figuring out my password, and that's another thing with them. They are very observant and they'll try to get around it. So what I also keep doing is changing the password
Regularly.
often, and not making a password that's easy for them to think. When I'm putting in the password, he's not allowed to be around me. I know it sounds weird, but he's not allowed to be around me when I'm putting in that password.
I know it's not
because
weird.
of that.
Still a part of the
Yeah,
same side.
because they will pick it up.
Right.
Yeah. So those are just some of the practical things that we've learned to do. We also have different devices connected to our personal account. So if they download something or if something
see the record.
happens, it goes straight to our inbox, and we'll get an alert that you're something, an app was downloaded, even though it's confirmed that I did. But even in that's a second layer of protection for us that thankfully is already established within the devices that they're using.
Right.
And this goes for all devices, phones. That we don't give them phones. We're not ready for that as yet. But the eldest, of course, she would have a phone. But the boys, they don't have a phone. They have a tablet and they have a laptop. We also restrict the amount of devices that they have. We have a family of 4. But not everybody has their own device. So there is a laptop that is shared.
Right.
There is a tablet that is shared. They do not like this. They don't like that. But it also helps us to have a little bit more control too.
Yes.
So it's all about control right now at this stage until they get to the point where they're like our eldest we can trust. And that took a while. It really did. It took a long time for us to allow her to even have her own device. And it took, again, complaining. Mommy, so-and-so has a phone. And I'm like, yeah, but not, we do it our way. This is the Thompson way. You're not getting that device until we absolutely can trust you, you know, and device being a phone, a personal device like a phone, you know. So, no, we're good, you know, with her. So,
and I'm glad parents are hearing you, because remember that we'd have suffered through the dark ages of the COVID pandemic. Many persons just giving them a device, giving them because the resources were needed for schooling, etc. But then parents didn't have the understanding about all these other elements or responsibilities that come with having these devices. I'm glad you're able to share now about parental controls, monitoring, effective monitoring, understanding the need to, you know, change your passwords regularly, because not only does this affect us in generally the parenting world, but even just for your personal cyber protection generally, I think is very important.
It is.
But that's true. And one of the things too, as we listen to Kevin and also Karina, in terms of the kind of values that you instill for your family. Now, how important is that? And if you could just give us an example, an additional example then, in terms of some of the values that you instill for your children.
All right, so it's very important for our children to understand that they can trust us. So that is one of the things, as a family, we help to create, you know, that circle of trust where there's an understanding that we don't lie to them, right? And we don't expect them to, you know, be dishonest to us or with anybody at all, right? And what we find is that they will tell on each other then, right?
Accountability.
If they find that, you know, you aren't being completely honest. You mentioned a while ago about using the tablets during COVID, you know, which was one of the reasons we got them a tablet in the first place, you know, and our middle child now has this thing where he says, he's always, Daddy, teacher gave us something we need our tablets to do this assignment, and our eldest son will be like, no, that's not true.
Playing slick,
you know. So you have to create that level of trust, and, you know, encourage them to tell the truth and understand that one of them, at least one, will be telling the truth, and you just focus on that, you know. I would also encourage our children to be pretty brave, you know, just brave and forthcoming. You know, if you knew you did something wrong, I mean, just come up and let us know what is going on. You know, Karina mentioned earlier, our son downloaded some, you know, things that she didn't want to pay for, and he came up and told us before we even found out, you know, and you know, stuff like that, you know, just trust, honesty, being brave, and just, you know, not necessarily always going along with what is popular. We banned them from Minecraft and Roblox now, and it took a while
to get
them, you know, and now they're at the point where, you know, they don't necessarily crave it as much. Their friends are still there, but they're like, look, I can't go on it, so, you know.
I think too, I didn't say that, you know, with you mentioned Minecraft and Roblox, I mean, that our kids love it, but we noticed that there was a change in their behavior among the brothers. And Kevin and I realized that, you know, it was, although they enjoyed it so much and they were playing with each other on the app, it was causing a lot of infighting, and so we decided to just cut it. I think that's another thing too. When we see that it's not promoting love, kindness in our home, when it's causing strife and a lot of fighting, they have to know and understand it's going to get cut, because that's not something we're trying to promote in our home, you know. Like, you have to always telling them you have each other for a reason, and, you know, as you get older, you're going to have your brothers and your sisters, your first, you know, friend and your first person to lean on. So we have to start now to help you to build that love and kindness among each other at this stage. So it's a challenge, you know, but we try. And we notice, and when we see something, we just adjust, you know, as best as possible.
I like that. I like those pearls of wisdom that, you know, I think every family can take from this experience that we're having here today, you know, these values that I think, as basic and as cliche as they sound, we all need them in this world. We do. Because we live in such a world that we say is always broken and has so many challenges. But at the core of it, love, that camaraderie, as you're saying, respect, you know, all those basic values that we take for granted are what we need to survive and to be brave as well. Is very important as well. But I think in wrapping up as well, because I think it's nearly time for our break, Damian, how do you envision the future of parenting evolving? Because, you know, we have technology that has thrown into already, put you into a tailspin. You have large families in a society that's already having a declining birth rate. How do you see parenting?
And then remember that I have a question too.
Oh, yes. You have a cliffhanger. Okay. All right.
Okay, so I always, when we had Gabby, you've been really young, I recognize that as they get older, the challenge level it changes. And so I always kind of view parenting as like, you know, when you had a Nintendo game and you go to the different levels, that's how it is. So trying to envision a future with AI being even more ingrained in our life, it's difficult for me to really wrap my head around it. But what I do know is that if we start now in building a foundation where we have a good communication between our children, I really honestly feel and pray that we will be in a position where they will reach a point where they can work with us. So we're not going to be in a state of always trying to, children need to do this, or we need to do this, or we pull them here. That we'll reach a level, and we're seeing it now with our first, that they can collaborate in some way. Still us being parents and authority, but we can work with them to say, okay, you now know that I am doing this out of love, real love. Like, I don't want to see you get destroyed out there. And so I'm hoping that with the technology that will come, that we'll be able to learn from them, and then they'll be able to help us, and it will be more, like I said, a collaboration. That is my desire, and I hope, as we go into this very uncertain future of technology.
Oh, yes.
What about you, Kevin?
I think as parents, we need to be in tune with what is going on out there. And as parents, I know from even myself, it's difficult to listen to some of the music that's out there, and but I find myself going on YouTube when my students, for example, tell me about an artist, and I just Google them. And I just listen. The technology, when it comes out, I go on CNET, whatever it is, and find out a little bit about the technology. It's a responsibility that we have as parents that we have to take seriously. We must be in tune with what is out there, what our children are exposed to, and the capabilities of the technology that they have access to. We have to know. All right?
Right. Well, thanks for sharing that, and we appreciate that. And before, I don't know how we're going to do this in the in the 4 minutes that we have, but we can't have the Thompsons here in studio sharing their parenting story
as model parents.
Right? As model parents, we can call them UN model parents, right? And not ask them how they met each other. I want to hear a little bit about the love story. Let me pull out the tablet so I can start writing some pointers.
Some notes.
All right.
So, young people take notes.
Who's going first?
Let me start, and then you can take
all
over.
Right.
Kevin.
Yeah, man.
I did not go searching for Kevin. I just want to put that out there.
Yes.
Kevin came to me.
Yes.
And so, Kevin, you can take it away.
She just ensured the liabilities known.
Kevin came to me.
Actually, I kept hearing about Karina from a coworker. Actually, I'm a math teacher from Immaculate, and he kept speaking glowingly about this young lady, who is so good and pretty and all of that, not knowing that I worked with her mother at Immaculate. And one day, her mother broke down. No, she had a flat tire, helped her out, and she and I became good friends. And her mother, said to me one day, Mo, you marry my daughter.
Are there any more of those mothers out there?
Just so.
Yeah, and I thought she was joking. Well, she was at the time, but then, she invited me to dinner by her house, and I went and I saw Karina, and I was like, wow, I never know she's such pretty. And
her head is swelling, people. I'm literally seeing it right now.
Yeah, man, and I just took it slowly. Just, took it slowly, getting to know her, her likes, the kind of things that she liked doing. Found out she was a beach bum like me, loved the beach, loved just the simple things in life.
Right.
And she was very ambitious, wanted a large family like myself, and I'm like, I'm going to marry this
Yeah,
young lady. Yeah, man.
I mean, it was, like I said, he came to me. And I say that because I had a desire to get married, but I just going out and looking for somebody just felt like it just didn't feel natural to me. I don't know. Maybe somebody else out there cannot relate and understand that. It just didn't feel like I should go searching. And when I saw him come up in, I'm like, yeah, this guy's cute. And Kevin is amazing, and I'm grateful that my mother was there to meet him. And it's so funny because he met my sister. He used to teach with my sister at Arden. Yes. Our paths were crossing, but they weren't crossing. Yeah. So we had mutual friends. It was just
Lord help me to make my path cross.
So good. That's our story.
Very interesting. So, and I mean, you leave a lot of lessons for just young people who are looking forward to marriages or relationships and family. Take it slow. Get to know the person. Get to know the life. Because we have a culture, especially as young people, we don't like this dating culture type of a thing. But you really have to get to understand the person who you want to call your life partner.
Yes.
And just the skill set and the lessons you left with us are these pearls of wisdom about love and patience and compassion and community and trust. Are very important, and how you've been navigating. But we just want to, of course, big you up and congratulate you on the work that you are doing with your children, on the work that you're going to continue doing with your children, and hope that you will join us again. I think really you guys need to have a podcast.
They need to. I'm in support of that.
We have a lot of stories. That's so sure.
All right, that's a parenting book. But we are on the mark now, so stick and stay, don't go away. It is now time for the midday news. We'll see you after the midday news. Talk up, Yout, Miss Effie.
Talk up, Yout.
See you soon.
Yes.
Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence. You youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time.
Tell the people.
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore a range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield Mandeville. Call 876-963-0628-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
a minute after noon.
If it's news, it's got to be Nationwide 90 FM. It's credible and factual. The world at noon on Nationwide 90 FM.
Good afternoon, I'm Andrew Cannon. Coming up in the world at noon for this Saturday, November 2, 2024. Indicom says there is still significant pushback within the ranks of the police against the use of body-worn cameras. Poultry production expected to get a boost from $1 million research and development facility. Air Canada to increase flights to Jamaica for the upcoming winter tourist season. In news from the region, the Barbados Sanitation Service Authority (SSA) is currently experiencing a shortage of collection vehicles. On the international scene, Kemi Badenoch, first black woman to lead a major political party in Britain, promises change after historic Tory leadership win. While in sports, Portmore United could move to the top of the Premier League when they take on Malines United at Ferdinand Park on Sunday. The details after this. Assistant Commissioner of Indicom Hamish Campbell says there is still significant pushback within the ranks of the Jamaica Constabulary Force against the use of body-worn cameras. Mr. Campbell says there remains some discomfort with oversight within the rank and file of the police.
It's an organisational, cultural issue. It's not just for the Jamaican Constabulary Force. Police forces around the world internationally are not comfortable with oversight. There comes a belief system that they are always right and they know best. And body-worn cameras have been implemented across the Americas, South and North, and almost every police force in Europe. And it didn't come easily or with the greatest acceptance from the police unions, federations as they're called, and other bodies. There's always been a challenge, but nevertheless, they are there now and embedded. Because, it goes without saying really, but body-worn cameras isn't 21st century equipment. The use of cameras to record and document and provide transparency is decades old.
Indicom is expressing fears that the country is on track to see the most people killed by the security forces in more than a decade. To curb this trend, Mr. Campbell is reiterating Indicom's call for body-worn cameras to be effectively used during planned police operations. Mr. Campbell explained that body-worn cameras are sometimes not activated during specialized operations by the police. He says many of the hurdles regarding funding and the proper equipment have been overcome. However, there remains an unwillingness to deploy them in areas where their use would be critical. It's an issue he believes the leadership of the JCF is best placed to tackle.
There needs to be an operational senior leadership decision to say this group will have the priority to wear them. Not everybody in public service and transport executive branch needs to wear them, or the other police officers. There, the critical issue lies with these operations which are resulting in an increase in fatalities. Well, then let us ensure and provide that assurance to the community and the public that these matters are occurring exactly as the police say, and then that will provide the confidence and community reassurance. But without it, and never really, to be honest, receiving an explanation as to why you're not providing them to the Fugitive Apprehension Team, Counter-Terrorism Command, Specialised Ops, that creates suspicion, which may be completely unfounded.
Hamish Campbell, Assistant Commissioner of the Independent Commission of Investigations. 2 firearms and 20 rounds of ammunition were seized by the St. Elizabeth Police during an operation on the Gutters Main Road in Santa Cruz in the parish on Friday, November 1. 2 men were taken into custody in relation with the seizure. However, their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. Reports from the Black River Police are that about 1:30 p.m., a team of officers were in the area when they saw a motor vehicle with 2 men aboard driving along the roadway. The driver was signaled to stop and he complied. The men and the vehicle were searched, and during the search of the motor vehicle, 2 9mm pistols along with 20 9mm rounds of ammunition were seen. Poultry production in the country is expected to get a boost from a just opened multi-million-dollar research and development facility. The facility is a partnership between Caribbean Broilers Group and global leader in animal nutrition, Devonish Nutrition. It's valued at over $1 million. Open on October 25th, the state-of-the-art world-class facility is based at CB Group's Eco-Industrial Park, The Nest. CB Group Chief Executive Officer Matthew Lynn says the facility is designed to improve local efficiency, productivity and competitiveness within a global industry. He says much of the scientific methods that poultry producers in the Caribbean use are based on research done in other climatic conditions. He says the CB facility will be tailored to the unique conditions of the tropics where there is high temperature and high humidity. The facility will be used to scientifically test variables such as feed formulations, housing conditions, and breeds to determine the best combination for the region. Making mention of recent market volatility due to factors such as the pandemic, the Russia-Ukraine war, and even recent instability in the Middle East, CEO of Devonish Nutrition Tony McKenty says the partnership is a step forward toward food security, self-sufficiency, and improving export potential for Jamaica, and a game changer for the poultry community worldwide. Devonish is headquartered in Northern Ireland. Air Canada says it will be increasing flights to Jamaica for the upcoming winter tourist season. The season will begin on December 15 and run until April 2025. Canada is Jamaica's second biggest source market behind the United States. Air Canada says it will be making 14 weekly flights into the island during the winter season. According to the airline, flights will be arriving 3 times per week from Montreal to Montego Bay, 7 times per week from Toronto to Montego Bay, and 4 times per week from Toronto to Kingston. Traffic changes to the Bogue Road in St. James are set to begin today as the National Works Agency NWA continues construction of the Montego Bay bypass. The public is being advised that a newly designated entrance and exit will be available for access to areas such as Bogue Industrial Estate and Bogue Village via the Bogue Road Glester-Dehaney Close intersection located near the National Water Commission's Bogue office. In order to facilitate the smooth flow of traffic, a temporary traffic signal has been set up at the intersection, but large trucks and articulated vehicles may encounter difficulties navigating the route. Consequently, these larger vehicles will be permitted limited access to the Bogue Main Road and Temple Gallery intersection, allowing only left turns from the Temple Gallery Road. Commuters from the Bogue Industrial Estates and Temple Gallery Road areas heading toward the Bogue Main Road should travel via Manifeste Drive and Glester-Dehaney Close before turning at the NWC Bogue intersection. Meanwhile, drivers traveling from Reading toward the city centre will be directed onto a detour near Appliance Traders Limited ATL, which runs between the current roadway and the NWC sewer ponds. Motorists are urged to follow all posted signage and directions from flag persons to ensure a safe transition through the adjusted routes. And now to news in the region. The Barbados Sanitation Service Authority SSA is currently experiencing a shortage of collection vehicles. According to the SSA Public Relations Officer Carl Alf Padmore, while measures are being put in place to address the situation, waste collection delays have been extended to 2 weeks in some parishes. Padmore also informed that mechanical teams are working round the clock to repair the fleet, but declined to specify a timeline for full service restoration. In the interim, he is urging residents awaiting collection to properly secure their bins, particularly during inclement weather. He also confirmed that the authority's management and the responsible minister have been fully briefed on the situation. To news now on the international scene. Kemi Badenoch has promised to win back voters who have deserted the Conservatives after securing an historic victory in a party leadership contest. The 44-year-old becomes the first black woman to lead a major political party in the UK. She defeated fellow right-winger Robert Jenrick by 12,418 votes after a marathon contest to replace Rishi Sunak, who had led the party to the biggest defeat in its history in July's general election. In her victory speech, Badenoch promised to renew the party and told cheering supporters it was time to get down to business. She also thanked her family for their support.
It is the most enormous honour to be elected to this role, to lead the party that I love, the party that has given me so much. I hope that I will be able to repay that debt. There are so many people to thank. Firstly, my family, especially my husband Hamish.
Badenoch, who is the 6th Tory leader in less than 9 years, now faces the task of uniting a fractured party and leading opposition to Sir Keir Starmer's Labour government. Rishi Sunak was thanked for his support and work for the party.
I also want to thank Rishi. No one could have worked harder in such difficult times. Rishi, thank you for everything you did. We all wish you and your wonderful family the very best for the future.
Kemi Badenoch, newly elected head of the Conservative Party in the UK. The Saffron Walden MP said the Conservatives need to bring back voters who abandoned them, adding, "Our party is critical to the success of our country." Let's now turn to sports because tomorrow is a big day for the Premier League. Portmore United, they could move to the top of the Ray and Neville Jamaica Premier League when they take on Mullines United at Ferdinand Park tomorrow. After 7 starts, they sit at 3rd with 13 points, and a win will push them to the top of the standings with 16. In the other fixtures, Dumbleholden, they will welcome Chapelton Maroons. Harbourview play Racing United in the opening match of a doubleheader at Stadium East. In the second match, Tivoli Gardens will toss with Cavalier. In the Monday night encounter, it will be Vere United taking on Mount Pleasant Academy, and Waterhouse, they will play Montego Bay United at Waterhouse Stadium. And now for a recap of the top stories making the news at this hour. Indicom says there's still significant pushback within the ranks of the police against the use of body-worn cameras. Poultry production expected to get a boost from $1 million research and development facility. Air Canada to increase flights to Jamaica for the upcoming winter tourist season. Of course, you can find the news on our website at nationwideradiojm.com and on the Nationwide app available on Google Play and the App Store. News is next at 5 o'clock. Over. Stay tuned as we go back to Talk of Youth.
Are you ready to turn your sales and marketing skills into high earnings? Nationwide 90 FM is searching for business development executives to build lasting client relationships. If you have experience across all stages of the sales cycle and possess strong communication, negotiation, and time management skills with a proven sales track record, this opportunity is perfect for you. Join our team and work with the top corporate brands, media agencies, and of course, our on-air personalities. Enjoy networking opportunities, professional growth, and competitive commissions. Ready to take the next step? Send your resume to hr@nationwidenewsnetwork.com today.
Escape to the tranquility of Spur Tree HomeAway Villas, a placid getaway featuring 3 unique accommodations. The spacious main house offers 6 aesthetically pleasing designed bedrooms, 3.5 baths, smart lock access, and modern amenities like smart TVs. Enjoy the cozy 2-bedroom suite with private baths, or retreat to the intimate 1-bedroom suite. Relax by the pool or explore Spur Tree HomeAway Villas. Book with us today. Contact 347-307-3732 or 646-824-5232.
This Christmas, let's bring back the spirit of giving, changing lives where it matters most. 'Tis the season to give back to those in need, with over 1,000 vibrant colors. Magically help to transform somebody's space or your special place with EdgeChem Color Glow Plus amazing colors. Available in flat, no sheen or gloss. Visit any of our 24 EdgeChem retail stores and other distributors island-wide, or download our EdgeChem Color app. Select your favorite color and let's bring back the spirit of Christmas. EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time.
Corian solid surface, so versatile and beautiful. It's non-porous, no sealing necessary, renewable and repairable, so easy to clean and maintain, and can be thermoformed into any shape. Choose Corian, the #1 solid surface in the world, when you want beauty and the best for your countertop. Visit Home International Limited, located at 104 Constance Ring Road. Telephone 755-1970 or 924-0437.
And so we come to know these youths and show these youths. Talk up yourself, the youths to know them roots. Nurture them, protect and love and hear these youths. Music make them know I love we show these youths.
To save the youth, not kill the youth. A bill we come for build the youth. A trick and fool and kill the youth. A bill we come for build the youth. Empower and inskill the youth. A bill we come for build the youth. Youths in action, Jamaica, we are
build the youths there.
Talk up youth in Jamaica.
Bring peace in your heart whenever you go, anywhere. Just decide I'm taking peace, but I'm not going to wait till I get there to make it. You understand? It's my prayer for you, and I thank you for your love.
Yeah. Say when the journey gets through and you feel like you've had enough, I want you to remember this. Now it's never okay to quit when the journey gets rough and you feel like you've had enough. Brother, remember this. Now how it's never okay to quit. For 40 days and 40 nights they attempted to tempt the Christ, but just like he too knew his Father is the Most High. So let none they try redden your eyes. A place done prepare for I and I. Hands and a heart, that is the start. Don't let them tear us apart. Now restless days nor weary nights will ever get the best of I. Blessed all day and sanctified. No, I will never give up this fight. When the journey gets through and you feel like you've had enough, I want you to remember this. Now how it's never okay to quit when the journey gets rough and you feel like you've had enough. I want you to remember this. Now how it's never okay to quit. Imagination is creation foundation. Inspiration lurks in every situation. Now the worth of prayer and meditation. Keep it humble, no form of deviation. Part of least resistance bring less frustration. Each and every man has got a role on creation. Let your passion dictate your destination. Never you succumb to negative vibrations. When the journey gets through and you feel like you've had enough, I want you to remember this. Now how it's never okay to quit when the journey gets through and you feel like you've had enough. I want you to remember this. Now how it's never okay to quit.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, coming to you live on Nationwide 90 FM. And today we are the voices of navigating the digital age. If you're just joining us, you missed a wonderful segment with some parents talking about how they navigate the digital age. And we know we're talking about Youth Month is November. We just ushered out October, and October was celebrated as Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And it takes place annually internationally in the month of October, and the theme for it this year was Secure Our World, and the month is a collaborative effort between the public and private sectors to raise awareness of cybersecurity and encourage people to take action to reduce online risk. Today we are joined by Attorney at Law Julian Edwards, who is the head of the Cybercrime and Digital Forensic Unit in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, who is here to share with us a little bit more about cybersecurity awareness, especially for our young people and our parents and just people in general. Good afternoon, Julian. Are you hearing us?
So much for having me.
Welcome to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show. How are you today?
I'm doing fine.
Excellent. Now, Julian, can you tell our listeners what is cybercrime and how does it affect individuals generally?
All right, cybercrimes. It is basically a type of crime where a computer is utilized. Any computer, the computer ranges from a cell phone, laptop, anything that processes information is regarded as a computer. So once a computer is used, it falls in the category of a cybercrime.
Got you.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Julian. So what are some of the most common types of cybercrimes that exist?
Well, there are several different types of cybercrimes that exist. A category of cybercrimes is called cyber-dependent crimes, and those crimes are basically crimes where a computer has to be used. So if computers didn't exist, those crimes would not exist. What persons would know a crime known as hacking? Yes. That is a popular one, but it's under our Jamaican Cybercrimes Act of 2015. It's called unauthorized access to computer, unauthorized access to data. There's also cyber fraud and forgery, where, it's similar to the traditional fraud and forgery. The only thing is that a computer is used and the data is somehow deleted or altered in any way. So if there's data in a computer system and it's altered, it would fall under the category of cyber fraud or forgery. Another one that is most popular that we've seen and prosecuted is malicious communication.
Yes.
That is where a computer is used to send obscene, threatening, or menacing information, and the intention is to harass, harm, or cause apprehension of harm. So that's basically where persons use the computer to recklessly and say something that is threatening to another person. Or so it goes beyond being just offensive.
Got you. It can be threatening. And what are some of the
defamatory?
And what are some of the penalties you can get for some of these cyber crimes? Julianne, are you still there? I think she has gone. We'll try and get her back. But in the meantime, she was mentioning to us that the cyber crimes are computer related. And the computer doesn't have to just be the physical computer alone, Damien.
Yes.
It can also be the phone that is also considered a computer, or a tablet that is also considered a computer as well. So I'm just reading here from what we have here in our script about Secure Our World, and it seems as though there have been a lineup of activities that persons around the world were encouraged to utilize to celebrate Cyber Awareness Month this year, or Cyber Security Awareness Month this year. And it also provided some tips that young persons can utilize to encourage cybersecurity awareness. What are some of those things that we saw when we were doing our research?
Sorry, so one of the things there was in terms of password, we were talking about that earlier on. Even when Kevin and Karina were here, we were talking about choosing unique password, because when you're creating an account, it asks you like
don't use the easiest thing
so medium, or it says that your password is strong or stronger, so you want to ensure that you're setting a password that is not so easily discovered by someone else
who is a hacker. Another one is changing your passwords regularly as well, so that the persons who are hackers as well can't get used to your routine, for argument's sake. And as well, do not click on links or open attachments just so, because that is also another way in which persons can access your data. Never leave your devices unattended, because again, many of us use our devices and leave them exposed or unattended, which means our passwords are attached to many of the links that we have there as well. So it's very, very important that we consider those tips. And also there's one that many persons, though we have it around, seem to be so confident using, which is public Wi-Fi. And they're saying to us, or encouraging us through Cyber Awareness Month as well, that we should avoid the use of public Wi-Fi to conduct business, because this is another way that hackers can rip or copy, as Julian was mentioning earlier, forge or information. So that's very, very important, as well as some of the tips that we can utilize as well. I see as well here that they also mention avoid using your work email on public interfaces. The same concepts, not using the public Wi-Fi, because again, you're leaving yourself up to exposure. So though we know sometimes we have to be connected, you have to consider that utilizing public Wi-Fi as well is a challenge.
And what is interesting is that, when you just connect back you're connecting to a system for the first time, internet for the first time, and it asks you home, public work. Sometimes your natural mind is just to click public. But then you have to also understand how you protect yourself within that spaces on the different internet as well.
Very interesting stuff so far on this Cyber Awareness Month.
So we're still trying to reconnect with Julian, but again, she's now back with us. Hi Julian.
Hi.
Yes.
I'm back. I don't know what happened.
Right. So you can just continue on that point for us as you're
telling us about some of the consequences or penalties.
Right. So I was indicating the types of cyber crimes, and I was saying the most. I'm not sure where the call dropped off.
There at the penalties. That's where you dropped.
Oh, okay. All right. So the penalties for some of the cybercrime offenses, it goes. It can be a fine or imprisonment. A fine going up to $5 million, and imprisonment going up to 20 years. So it's pretty serious, because to lose 20 years, 20 years of your liberty is something serious.
So 20 years? Wow.
Up to 20 years, yes.
Wow.
So where people recklessly say things on social media, it's something to take more seriously.
Yes. And we want our young people to appreciate that you can't just post things out there, because it stays out there and there is a consequence to it. So Cyber Awareness Month, we know you would have had a lot of activities planned. We were reading up about what Cyber Awareness Month means. Tell us what the theme means and why it is important to celebrate Cyber Awareness Month.
Well, because we're now in the digital age, and what we see is that people are using digital devices more and more,
yes,
then it is important for persons to know to secure their devices. And because that's the direction that we're going, criminals are also using it as a means to commit crimes.
Right.
So it is important. I know that different institutions, particularly the banks, etc., have sensitized their customers in terms of security. Do not click on suspicious emails. And that goes beyond just your banking. It's your everyday life. Because persons constantly try to access your information and try to commit fraudulent activities online. They also use a cell phone to make calls. As we know, a lot of scamming is also prevalent. So that is something to be mindful of. Always be aware of someone trying to defraud you or scam you. And you should use the internet and use the computers responsibly. Do not overshare information. When the more you put out there, is the more information that can be used against you.
Right. Thank you for that, Julian. And you'd have touched on a little of that just now. But earlier on in our show, we were speaking with some of our parents, and they were sharing some of the strategies that they use in their household. But generally speaking, how can parents teach children about online safety? And how important is that?
Well, it is important for parents specifically to monitor their children's usage. I mean, especially the older the child is, you won't be able to monitor everything, but at least sensitize them. And perhaps the parents themselves are not even aware, so they can even try to learn about it. And it is also important for, where there are little public awareness campaigns for the children to participate, and also the parents, because, of course, knowledge is power, and it will save you some money or from some losses if you are alert to exactly what is happening.
Yes.
So monitor the children, especially younger children. They will click on things because we know that younger children use devices a lot. So sometimes they will click on a link and unknowingly expose the parent to cybercrime.
And what are some age-appropriate online tips for children as well, or young people? Because you mentioned the parents and how they can take precautions. What are some of the things you'd encourage for young people to do?
Well, firstly, young people should only be accessing things that are age-appropriate for them.
Right.
And in terms of their email, because from time to time we'll always get emails in terms of phishing. If it is that you don't know the sender and you know that you did not sign up for any rewards, do not click on the link. No matter how curious you get, just don't click on it. Ignore it, or how attractive it may seem. Just don't click on the link. Also, to protect your own devices, your cell phone, if most persons put a lock on it, those are little things that you can do from time to time to ensure that you're securing yourself. Also, the passwords that you use, ensure that it's not the regular run-of-the-mill. Your date of birth, or your name, the letters from your name. Try to be a little more, because those are the first things that people will try when they're trying to access your data or access your devices.
I know as well, Julian, that, for example, incidents, whether cyberbullying or anything that you were mentioning earlier that may pop up that can be harmful to young people in the cyber world. How can children report online incidents? Or even their parents report online incidents generally?
Well, I know the JCF, they have an arm of the JCF that deals specifically with cyber activities and cyber crimes.
Yes.
So if it is that you are a victim, then the first thing is that you should approach the police, your nearest police, your local police, and they will direct you to exactly where to make the report so the investigation can start.
Got you. And I know for Cyber Awareness Month, I was mentioning to our listeners while you were on break that there are many activities, whether in Jamaica or internationally across the world, persons would have taken part in. Could you tell us some of these activities that you'd have been celebrating this year for Cyber Awareness Month?
Well, for us internally, what we did, we have an awareness campaign both internally at our office, so just to sensitize the staff. Because as we said, the more aware persons are, the less likely they will fall victim or that they will become the perpetrators. So we sensitize the staff, public awareness campaign generally, and we still, even though the month is over, we still intend to go into the schools to reach the young people, to sensitize them, because they are the main consumers of anything digital.
Yes.
So, it is important to just public awareness, public education to make people more sensitized.
Thank you so much for that, Judy. And finally, what does secure our world mean? Because, we're seeing today, even in Jamaica, how many cyber attacks we've been having. What does this simple but very poignant theme mean?
It simply means that we should not take security for granted, because it's something as simple as your password.
Yes.
People say, oh yes, they say we should be secure, but people still take it for granted. So it's the emphasis on how important ensuring that you secure your devices, secure access to your various platforms, just general security in terms of know that someone is always lurking to access your information. So it's not something to take for granted or something to think that it will never happen to me. That's just basically the push
of the secure your world. And just leave your final parting tip for our listeners, any young person or parent who is listening. What does Julian, head of the Cybercrimes Unit, want you to remember from Cyber Awareness Month this year?
I just want the young people to use the digital world responsibly.
Yes.
Always think in the back of their mind that they're leaving a digital footprint that can haunt them forever. Anything that you put out on social media, any communication, there's always a way to bring it back. So just use it responsibly and not recklessly.
Thanks so much, Julian. And thank you so much for joining us and popping in today to the Talk Up Youth radio show. Today we are the advocates of navigating the digital age, and Julian Edwards just left us with the most important tip: use your social media responsibly. But I think we have to take a break now, Damien. So stick and stay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, Julian. Stick and stay. Don't go away. You're listening to the Talk Up Youth radio show. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie. Talk Up Youth. We'll soon come back.
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie. Talk Up Youth.
Are you ready to turn your sales and marketing skills into high earnings? Nationwide 90 FM is searching for business development executives to build lasting client relationships. If you have experience across all stages of the sales cycle and possess strong communication, negotiation, and time management skills with a proven sales track record, this opportunity is perfect for you. Join our team and work with the top corporate brands, media agencies, and of course, our on-air personalities. Enjoy networking opportunities, professional growth, and competitive commissions. Ready to take the next step? Send your resume to hr@nationwidenewsnetwork.com today.
Outperform, outlast, with top performance, Jackama, reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electricians. Fancy select tools, free parts and free repairs. Free parts, free repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-61124. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
Share in the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
November is being celebrated as Local Government and Community Month under the theme Local Government at Work, Facing the Future Together. Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Sunday, November 3 for the live streaming of the National Church Service, or visit the Webster Memorial United Church, 53 Halfway Tree Road. Don't miss this spiritual broadcast. Come and join the praises with us as we take you on a spiritual journey. So tune in to Nationwide 90 FM from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Sunday, November 3, 2024. It's the National Church Service. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. Due to the live stream of the National Church Service on Sunday, November 3, Urban Paradise will not be aired. Nationwide 90 FM apologizes for any inconvenience this may cause. This is your chance to upgrade your kitchen with the Mega Kitchen Promotion. Tune in to Outside with Pepita from 2 to 5 p.m. for the Mega Kitchen Promotion at Megamart, 29 Upper Waterloo Road on Saturday, November 2, 2024. Spend $6,000 or more before GCT at any Megamart location for a chance to win a brand new stove, fridge, and microwave this Christmas. Come on down to Megamart Waterloo for all the excitement, hype, and games. Walk away with prizes and interact with your favorite brands and products. Don't miss out. Come to Megamart Waterloo for the fun and leave smiling with prizes. Join us outside with Pepita on Saturday, November 2 from 2 to 5 p.m. It's the Mega Kitchen Promotion at Megamart, 29 Upper Waterloo Road, Kingston, or tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by Megamart. Due to the live stream of the Mega Kitchen Promotion outside broadcast on Saturday, November 2, 2024, Design Studio will be aired only from 1 to 2 p.m. Nationwide 90 FM apologizes for any inconvenience caused.
Education is the key for betterment in this modern time, Education is the key for betterment. Never waste your time, don't you waste your time. Bless and love. This is Warrior King. It's all about talk up youth, Cause the youth them are the future. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Keep in tune, don't move the dial.
Collaboration.
Back in the nation, good vibration.
And so we come to know these youths and show these youths. Talk up yourself, the youths to know them roots. Nurture them, protect and love and hear these youths. Use to make them know I love we show these youths. Say save the youth, not kill the youth. I build we come to build the youth. I trick and fool and kill the youth. I build we come to build the youth. Empower and then skill the youth. I build we come to build the youth. Youths in action, Jamaica. We are build the youths there. I come youth in Jamaica.
Might I by day, nor the moon by night, nor the pestilence that lurks in dark places, nor destruction that wasted that whole day. The time has just gone.
When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Oh, every morning I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So when the evening comes,
lift up my head to the hills. I'm blessed, I'm blessed.
All right. Welcome back to the Talk of Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. It is about 90 minutes going up to the hour of 1, and there was a former co-host who normally said that it's not yet 1. And so we're still here in studio. We're talking about navigating the digital age, and in our life skills segment today, we are going to be speaking with a young lady who is an awardee of the National Youth Council of Jamaica and their new initiative called the Emerging Youth Leaders Award. We are now going to be joined by Lady Miran McPherson. And good afternoon. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How do you pronounce your first name?
It's Meron.
Meron. Right. Welcome to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show. Meron, how are you today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
So the National Youth Council of Jamaica created this Emerging Youth Leader Awards, EYLA, and concluded its first successful installment recognizing outstanding contributions of young community leaders across Jamaica. The award celebrated youth aged 15 to 21 who have shown exceptional dedication and impact through grassroots initiatives. Held on September 29, 2024, the program highlighted the role of young leaders in driving positive change and fostering sustainable development within their communities. The primary objectives of the EYLA were to spotlight emerging youth leadership, inspire civic engagement, promote sustainable community development, and establish a network of emerging youth leaders. These goals were achieved through a structured program and targeted promotional campaigns, culminating in a memorable awards ceremony. So we first and foremost have to say congratulations to you, Miran, on a job well done as being an emerging youth leader. So tell us your story. What do you think made you get this award?
Okay, thank you for that question. So my main objective in terms of my grassroots initiatives is to use technology or computer science as a tool for change. So there were a number of projects that I would have worked on that would have led to this. So for example, the first one is that I'm heavily interested in app development. So I'm currently working on 2 mobile applications. The first one is called EcoTop, and it's in a nutshell supposed to help the Caribbean in enhancing the conservation efforts of some of our most endangered species. The second one, it's called Color Ease, and it's basically supposed to enhance the daily lives of colorblind individuals, because even if you're to do a quick Google search to see how many colorblind individuals there are worldwide, it's about 300 million. That is a shocking number, and there aren't many resources in place to help those people, so I thought I would use technology in order to aid them.
So we see again, Damon, how important technology is to the work that Miran is doing, but also within our society locally. What about challenges? Because, you know, as a leader, you face both triumphs and challenges. What have been some of the challenges you have faced getting to this point, even in developing the apps?
Okay, thank you. So, of course, app development is a very complex process, and there's a lot of skills you will need in order to actually be able to even start. So, in order to overcome that, what I did is that this past summer, I worked with a tech startup in Jamaica. It's called Star Apple. And we worked on projects that included things like artificial intelligence and machine learning, and I used those skills to apply them to the mobile apps that I'm currently working on now.
So even through the challenges, you've had some triumphs. Tell us about some of the triumphs, though, through the work that you've been doing in your communities, through the work that you're using to try and build these applications that you have achieved so far.
Okay, yes. So currently with these mobile applications, I'm currently collaborating, for example, with the Jamaica Youth Advocacy Network. I'm also collaborating with software developers here in Jamaica to make the apps as perfect as possible, ensure that we get the largest target audience and we make the full use of these mobile applications. So currently those are some of the triumphs, and these mobile applications are supposed to be finished in about a few weeks, let's say 2 weeks or so. So I'm excited for them to be launched on the App Store.
Yeah, one of the things, Maren, as you spoke about the app development, my mind went back to a little part of when I did IT, Malik. We spoke about the challenges, right? But in terms of like how you deal with your bottom-down, top-up testing, how tedious is that kind of process when you're trying to, navigate to ensure that the app works? Because you have to do that kind of testing, So what's that experience like?
Yeah, as you said, it is a very tedious process in terms of trying to get all the components of the mobile app to integrate. So for example, a big part of EcoTalk is using machine learning models, because what the app is supposed to do, it might sound crazy, but it's supposed to allow humans to indirectly communicate with animals using animal vocalizations and analyzing environmental conditions. It's just a big group of machine learning models, and just trying to get them to work with each other, to work with the front end of the mobile application cohesively. It is a bit tedious, but it's something that I'm definitely working on.
So there's an aspect of coding that takes place in this process then?
Yes.
Okay.
Boy, here the technology people, man, Mira and David just start taught the technology language, which it shows you that this is the future. Take us now to the EYLA. How did you feel about receiving this award, Miran?
Yes, thank you for that question. So I felt very honored because I think it was such a great initiative and actually recognizing my efforts. It's not to say that I do some of these things for the recognition.
Yes.
But it was wonderful to see that there's somebody out there who actually believes in the power of youth, the youth voice, and the skills that we can bring to the table. And it's definitely very motivating to know that, there are people that are looking at your work and you're basically like, that you're helping somebody out there by doing this. So it's very motivating, and I'm glad it was something that was put in place.
I'm glad. Is there anybody you want to shout out or big up or thank, for the role they have played to getting you to this place and to also receiving this award?
Okay, I would like to say a shout out to the chairman, Mr. Andrew Johnson. And in terms of helping me with some of my projects, I think my computer science teacher at school, she did a lot with that. So I'd like to say a shout out to her.
Excellent. And we just want to again congratulate you on behalf of your Talk Up Youth Radio family for the work that you are doing, the work that you will continue to do, because as you did say, just get the award and that's the end of that. You are motivated to do more and to roll out these applications that will help and to inspire others as well as part of your sustainability. So attended by 135 attendees, the ceremony provided an inspirational platform for winners to share their stories and vision, amplifying their impact on a national level. And each awardee received a trophy and a citation, and keynote speeches were provided from different ministers of government, which reinforced the importance of youth leadership in nation building. So congratulations again, Miran. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward after the applications are launched for you coming back and telling your Talk Up Youth Radio family some more about them.
Yes, thank you so much. I definitely will, and I'm excited to be back.
Excellent. Do have yourself a wonderful rest of the day.
Thank you.
So, Damien, we've had a lot of discussion and expertise there about navigating. And it's so interesting how we see that in those Parents Month and Youth Month and Cyber Awareness Month just finished, there is a connection or a nexus across the 3 months or themed months platforms. But what was important for me is especially the fact that even through Miran's, for example of her trying to utilize applications to help us and, ease some of the problems that we may be facing as a society, and also for sustainable development, there's also the element of protection behind it. And that was consistent throughout what she had to say and Julian had to say, and also the parents as well, the Thompsons, as part of cyber awareness.
It's a part of planning, when you're planning something and it's not connecting the dots,
yes,
and then actually seeing how it plays out. It's really a remarkable thing. And what I loved about that is that we see as well that more persons are using their potential, the gift that they have, and putting their mind towards creating new apps, right? Interacting with humans, interacting with
applications,
animals,
but then and how it listens to them to try and pick up which animal is out there. But then me area talk some technology language like you need to go work on an app with her, because I hear talk about top down, bottom up, and
I was a student
coding
of information technology.
I am proud of you. So obviously, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners here, there, and everywhere on YouTube, of course, and of course listening to us now, we know it is Youth Month. It is the most exciting month, I think, for us as Talk Up Youth, because the program named Youth.
That's right.
So the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Innovation presents to us Youth Month 2024.
I was going to say, can you just say that again?
The Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information presents to us National Youth Month 2024 under the theme Youth Impact, innovative minds, purposeful action, collective triumphs. And there is a jam-packed, and if you go on Youth Jamaica, that's the Ministry of Youth's page on Instagram and all other social media platforms, Facebook as well as YouTube, and you'll see the calendar of events for National Youth Month 2024 under this theme of impact and young people who want to make an impact. We see through our emerging youth leader, we see through Julian, we see through the parents, we can make an impact in different ways. So we can run through Damien so that our listeners, whether young people or parents or people who work with young people, can share with young people some of the many activities that the ministry has in store for Youth Month 2024. What are some of them that you're seeing on the calendar?
Well, not picking a particular day, but we see the conversation being continued in terms of parenting, youth advancement to parenting.
Yes.
We see that that's also coming up. We see sessions that will be helpful to empower
young people as well.
Or student leaders.
I know tomorrow, November 3rd, sorry, I'm talking about November 2nd, is the commencement of Youth Workers Week. Today, this year, November 2nd, right now actually, they've kickstarted the celebrations with the church service at the Port Maria Seventh-day Adventist Church. There's also scheduled later in the day the Jamaica Prefects Association beach cleanup at Alligator Pond. Nominations are now actually open for National Secondary Students Council NSSC and the Jamaica Prefects Association JPA 2025-2026 cohort. And don't just think all these things are in Kingston and St. Andrew. No, they are taking the different activities and initiatives across the island. So we see on November 18th there's the Around the Table discussion in St. Thomas dealing with youth advancement as well, and then of course the youth advancement through parenting at the Westmoreland Youth Information Center. We see as well that the National Youth Council of Jamaica will be having their by-elections on the 23rd of November. We also note as a big highlight that on the 25th of November will be the 15th sitting of the National Youth Parliament of Jamaica. And again, if you're, of course, and the debates and the discussions, and usually we take them in, some of the different parliamentarians or youth parliamentarians to come in and tell us what are some of the projects they have embarked upon in their parliamentary year, and specifically as well what they will be debating on the day of Parliament. We also see, Damien, that they have, as I said, around the table discussions in every parish. So on the 22nd, they have one in Clarendon. They have on the 27th, the around the table discussion in St. James. We also have workshops on student governance in the different regions. Of course, a very big partner with the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information is the Heart NSTA Trust.
As I've been mentioned that. And that's really cool in terms of the kind of partnership between both entities and giving the young people that kind of
the ministry, they know skills and innovation as well. And the Heart NSTA Trust is very big. I have to big up Ronique Roden, who's a member as well of the Youth Advisory Planning Committee, not council, but the Planning Committee for Youth Month as well, who is doing big work over there and assisting with the collaboration with the Youth Month celebrations. And I also see, Damien, here, which is another interesting one, a mural competition and sports day at the Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center in St. Anne, and a social services fair in St. Elizabeth. So go to the Youth Jamaica page, everyone, and find out about some of the many activities that they are having for National Youth Month 2024.
There's this one that I wanted to highlight too that will be coming up on the 13th of November in terms of the inclusion with for those persons of the disabilities. So the opportunity fair that's coming up for youth with disabilities, and that will be at the Jamaica Society
of the
Blind.
And even when Miran was speaking about even one of the apps that she's speaking about with color blindness as well, that would be very interesting to look at as well.
Host of activities.
A lot. I don't know. I have to big up the Youth and Adolescent Policy Division within the Ministry of I had to call the new name, Education, Skills, Youth and Information.
I'm still trying to learn it.
Headed by Senior Director Yannick Williams. I know there is Mr. Orlando Pinto, there's Guyard Mitchell, there's Simone Campbell Green. There are so many members who are working hard to ensure that Youth Month 2024 comes off and it has an impact.
Right, and as you talk about impact, we just heard this week in terms of the new appointments within government.
Yes. With the new name of the ministry as well, we have a new Minister of Education.
And one of the things too is that just earlier this year we had the opportunity to have outgoing Minister of Education.
The former Minister of Education, now the first female Minister of Finance.
Right. In our studios talking to us about trend. and we want to put the new minister on alert to that.
Yes.
She has to come to Talk Up Youth.
So first, we obviously have to congratulate her,
Of
Senator
course.
the Honorable Dr. Dana Dixon Morris, on her appointment, but also to put her on alert that, we have as a standard our Minister of Education and Youth must be here, but no, it is education, skills, youth, and information must come in and talk with the youth and, engage them and tell them, about the policies and programs that the ministry has in store for our development and our impact.
Right. So I'm looking forward to the great work to continue.
And I also see, Damien, can you tell me now the Talk Up Youth art competition for high schoolers?
Well,
and yes, has the deadline gone now? I think it was to register by October 10th.
Right. So
Final submission should be on the 30th of November, and winners will be announced on the 10th of December.
Yes.
And we have partners to include Digital Foundation, Recycling Partners of Jamaica, and Grace Kennedy Foundation. And prizes include first place $100,000, second place $50,000, and third place $25,000. The final submission should be in on November 30th, and it is design an art installation using recycled materials with over 80% plastic bottles and inspire others to think sustainably about their waste and environmental impact. So Talk Up Youth is having this environmentally friendly competition for high schoolers to showcase their creative skills and promote the importance of recycling. So you can check our social media pages as well for more information there. And I'm excited to see who these winners will be. Which school will be the winner?
And we will definitely be talking to them on the show.
Have to.
As you talk about checking and as we seek to check out,
yes.
Have you been checking your account?
I have been like every day since that post came out on social media about what is happening. And I see people cussing the banks and cussing the Uber and cussing all these things. But it just reinforced as well some of the many tips that we got today about responsible usage of your technology, not leaving your devices open, making sure if you use a public device, sometimes you're traveling and all these things, you want to just desperately get online. Be careful with the public Wi-Fi. Be careful of leaving your device open because you leave yourself susceptible and vulnerable to cyber threats and risks. But we are on the mark. As Fabian would say, we are nearly at the until next time moment. But of course, we have to thank all of our guests today for coming in, sensitizing us and empowering us about navigating the digital age. I think I got some tips about how to meet your wife in the future, Dr.
Yes,
Swab.
yes, thank you.
You were very
thank
keen
you,
on that.
Kevin and Karina. We appreciate that.
Thank you to Julianne for the tips about Cyber Awareness Month and the consequences. And thank you also to Mira for encouraging other young people as to how they can make change and be sustainable youth leaders. To our executive producer, Empress Golding, thank you, Mama E, all the time for this platform. To our producers, who one of them is in the chair with me today because he hasn't hosted me for a while, Damian Scarlett, and of course our in-studio engineer, David. We thank you for keeping us active for our listeners, and to our YouTube listeners and guests as well. Thank you every week for tuning in.
So as we make way for the design studio that's coming up in just a moment, I want to encourage you to stay safe and dry in this upcoming week.
Yes, something is coming up as well. So on behalf of the entire Talk Up Youth radio show and the nationwide news family, we want to wish you a safe and restful weekend. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie. Talk Up Youth. See you next week.
You are gonna be living like royalty. So me happy say the thing alright. Never ever happy think twice, no way. If I ever make it in a life, you are gonna be living like royalty. So me happy say the thing alright. Never ever happy think twice, no way. Me used to sleep on Stagger Couch. Me used to sleep on Corey Couch. Them and they never left me out. Me used to live at Eddie House. Me never keep me own a key. She keep my used to let me out. Me bring him with me go LA. It's like a him get nominated. Watch the Grammy side of me. Cause how much people can you say would feed you when you're hungry, when you brought them bless you with money? But I have been so fortunate, surrounded by so many people, make sure say me compensating. And them the thing me can't forget. Your daughter and my daughter wants me living, she no happy fret. If I ever make it in a life.
And so we come to know these youths and show these youths. Talk up yourself, the youths to know them roots. Nurture them, protect and love and hear these youths. Use it, make them know I love we show these youths.
Let's save the youth, not kill the youth. I build we come to build the youth. Stop trick and fool and kill the youth. I build we come to build the youth. Empower and then skill the youth. I build we come to build the youth. Youth in action, Jamaica. We are build the youths there. Youth in Jamaica.
Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth in Jamaica. Talk up youth
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore our range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield Mandeville. Call 876-963-0628-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
Are you ready to turn your sales and marketing skills into high earnings? Nationwide 90FM is searching for business development executives to build lasting client relationships. If you have experience across all stages of the sales cycle and possess strong communication, negotiation, and time management skills with a proven sales track record, this opportunity is perfect for you. Join our team and work with the top corporate brands, media agencies, and of course, our on-air personalities. Enjoy networking opportunities, professional growth, and competitive commissions. Ready to take the next step? Send your resume to hr@nationwidenewsnetwork.com today.
Escape to the tranquility of Spurtree HomeAway Villas, a placid getaway featuring 3 unique accommodations. The spacious main house offers 6 aesthetically pleasing designed bedrooms, 3.5 baths, smart lock access, and modern amenities like smart TVs. Enjoy the cozy 2-bedroom suite with private baths, or retreat to the intimate 1-bedroom suite. Relax by the pool or explore Spurtree HomeAway Villas. Book with us today. Contact 347-307-3732 or 646-824-5232.
This Christmas, let's bring back the spirit of giving, changing lives where it matters most. 'Tis the season to give back to those in need. With over 1,000 vibrant colors, magically help to transform somebody's space or your special place. With EdgeChem Color Glow Plus amazing colors, available in flat, no sheen or gloss. Visit any of our 24 EdgeChem retail stores and other distributors island-wide, or download our EdgeChem Color app. Select your favorite color, and let's bring back the spirit of Christmas. EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time.
Corian solid surface, so versatile and beautiful. It's non-porous, no sealing necessary, renewable and repairable, so easy to clean and maintain, and can be thermoformed into any shape. Choose Corian, the #1 solid surface in the world, when you want beauty and the best for your countertop. Visit Home International Limited, located at 104 Constant Spring Road. Telephone 755-1970 or 924-0437.
This is your chance to upgrade your kitchen with the Mega Kitchen Promotion. Tune in to Outside with Pepita from 2 to 5 p.m. for the Mega Kitchen Promotion at Megamart, 29 Upper Water